Welcome back everybody to this country playthrough of Final Fantasy 16. We're back at our new base, which looks like a ship or an airship. It's crashed from a bygone age.
Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
We seem to speed up auto.
Welcome back, Sid.
Nice, bit of sparring. Man, look at this place. Let's take a look at the map here. We've got stone, toll, orchestron, haven, map room, the bunks, infirmary. We'll go straight. Let's have a look around.
Staying on this time?
Just grab this. Still haven't got anything here. Yeah, Drake's head, man. That was good. And then we got into that's nice. Start with the blacksmith here.
What do you need? Things here ain't too bad.
Ah, I was waiting for him to do more stuff.
Nah.
Forge and else. Yeah, okay.
What? You've forgotten already? Because I haven't.
It's right pain in the ass getting this place into shape, especially with the mess we're in. Not anything new for those who put the old highway together. Still, I don't mean to end on doing it again. Okay.
So, what'll it be?
Leviathan Bolt, Flame Tongue and the Lightning Shard. That's a good increase. We'll grab that.
Should last you a good while.
Still no new accessories or those. Reinforcement wise, nope. Nope. And nope. And nothing.
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have...
Is it business or pleasure? Coin purse weighing you down?
Nothing there. Nothing there. Here we go. Here we go. Increases limit break generation amount by 6% when taking damage. When dealing damage, automatically charges magic spells and maintains the charge until cast. Such effect do not trigger unless the ability charge magic is learned. That sounds pretty decent. Always have a charge magic spell ready. I'm gonna buy that.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. Come again.
Me quickly, because I think I don't know what I've just equipped that on. What Flames of Rebirth. And then, yeah, gouge damage by 15%. Not really doing that for damage, are we? Probably should put this cleric's medallion back on. 20% healing potency of potions is really good.
Or don't.
Right, have you got anything
Don't
in
just stand there
items? Potion, hype potion, elixir. Instantly restores all HP. It's very expensive. So I'm going to grab
You're rubbing me blind, you
a
know.
couple of them.
Is that
We'll come back
all?
from the elixir.
Have
Orchestron.
we any more knuckle?
Got our terms now. Okay, we can go this way. I think. Yeah, there's something through here.
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the tavern.
This is my room. Clive Chambers. Got a decent view. Wall of Memories. The Oath. Created the day Clive pledged allegiance to Cid. Crystal Shard transfixed the twin daggers as a powerful reminder of the promise made, a friendship forged, and a legacy inherited. Nice. Let's head out here. Got a chest. Goblin coin. Hoping that might take us actually to the location we wanted, but it's not. I bet everyone else has got a room that size. Lark's tongue. It's over there. Okay, let's go and speak to Otto. What a place this is. Ooh, that looks like a bounty board to me.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sends his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army.
Literally.
Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Speak to Vivian. I know what, there's new borders behind me, aren't you? A good time, my furless friend. All in good time.
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Straight in with a
Even.
side quest.
Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Right, off we go. This place is beautiful though, look at it. They've done a really good job on this game. Really, really good job. That mithril, not too fussed about that stuff. Like chests.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Gods and Men. A heavy leather-bound tome containing the findings of one Anaxander of Canva, renowned theologian who spent most of his life chronicling Valisthea's diverse religious history.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Turn to your chambers. The Tech Crow hideaway. Yeah, I should have really got Vivian when I had the chance.
Not back
Gosh.
a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a Stolas. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
Right.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Have you been
That
to the
is
top?
probably
I hear an
our
issue.
next mission. The reading table. Reports, letters and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make a point to check the reading desk upon returning to the hideaway. Republic's plague. The Republican army marches on an empire at Twinside, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I see you've done to wear on my return.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
Quite menacing music.
To a world without Mothercrystals. To Sid.
Meanwhile,
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Clive, a moment if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
Looks like we're off to see Martha then. The Gathering Storm.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
So we've got another orchestron, but we need to go to the map room here as well. Not too fussed about the orchestron for now. Maybe we can get Vivian popping up.
You today? Allow me to educate you.
The state of the realm. By speaking to Vivian in the Hideaway's map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more of the current ongoings with Valisthea. Visit any of the Nine Tails past lessons or take a deeper look at the relationship of those individuals in Clive's orbit.
Here you are.
Situation map. Here you can view a detailed overview of the current and past events relevant to Clive's story. Updates as progress through the main scenario. Use the R1, L1 to cycle through the pivotal milestones in Clive's adventure. Escape via Stillwind. Follow. Light the flame. Okay, and this is the everything up to. Okay.
Of course.
Grandcast, here you can view the detailed visualization of character relationships in Final Fantasy 16. That updates you progress through the main scenario. Use L and R1 to cycle through the pivotal milestones. Ship's done a fine hound. Yeah, I'll look at him. Arthur, Isabella, Quentin, and Victor. Medicine Girl. Ambrosia. Look at all of these. Tarja, Hippocrates, Vivian. A Scotland strategist who makes her home in Hideaway, analysing every shred of information that comes in from the wider world in order to divine the dispositions of the realm's armies and those who lead them. He offers her insights to Clive that he might better understand the lay of the land. Veronica Ninetails, of which herself is fond, is gifted to her by the fellow scholars in recognition of her ability to speak at length on almost any subject. Okay.
The state of the realm is ever changing, Clive.
Speak to Otto then.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled. Bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Side quest are nearby. Can I speak to you now? What a good time. So I've got cork and ball.
Here for another of my lectures. How may I help you today? Very good.
Sort of take a look at that another time. I do want to head back down. Do cork and ball, I think. There you are.
Finish with that. Open back, Sid.
Damn blighted bilge. Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts.
She likes his lemon tarts.
Pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Okay, cork and ball it is.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Let's prioritise that quest then. Play thorny thistles at Curltail Falls. Okay. Where is that? Is here. And 3 reeds. Been there for a while. Okay. Let's get to try our abilities out, shall we?
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
What the hell? That's something pretty decent. Do a bit of that. And we'll do this. But certainly that needs that. Picture wax. Lovely.
I can't imagine Obolus needing any more than this.
Okay, let's head back to the hideaway then. Quite like that actually. Put the wisp on thing, and it seemed to interact with that lightning rod. Hopefully this guy doesn't have many. Just coming down here like this will be a pain in the arse.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
There we go.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
That's complete. So up to 804. And what's this? A badge of might. Decreases attack by 12. Awarded to soldiers for unparalleled displays of courage on the field of battle. The feeling of accomplishment it enkindles in the recipient's heart is thought to enhance future performance. I've got a plus symbol over there on the left. Can I see what that is? Attributes, gear, abilities. Yeah, weird. Anyway, let's look at abilities here. I really want to save 1,000 points for this. What's this do? Range of lightning bolts. That's pretty decent. Don't like that. Do like pile drive, but yeah, we're going to save up for this. Not with this. This is that mastered? Yeah. To get another limit break. But ladies and gents, I think for now we will call this one an episode. Very story intensive episode, but we've had a few of them. Just the way the game is set out. Up next we will go and find the curse breakers. I think that's the way we need to go. So please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does help me out. There'll be some more Final Fantasy 16 coming away shortly, and I'll see you all in the next one.